for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke. All right, everybody go to Little Caesars. We're going to be a new code coming up here soon. Code 15 off 20 right now. 15% off any $20 or more purchase. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. All right, now I'm going to say this. Might have a nice little new deal going on here as well coming up. So that's called a tease. No promises yet, but very, very excited about it. All right, now, we got a lot to get to this show, but first, we were on time, everybody. Nice try. There were a couple people saying we were late. Sheer, we were not. This is true.
We're never late. I don't understand. Yeah, maybe they're early.
We're fashionably late, if that's the point, but that's what we're getting at. All right. We are a football school. We're going to talk, obviously, a lot of Arizona football. We are going to talk a lot of Arizona basketball. All right. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, though, is the Arizona football defense, and I basically want to go position by position and talk about the newcomers. We've talked about this a while back, and your guy, my guy, how about that? Not your guy. My guy, Ralph, made a good point a while back when he was talking about, he said one thing that he always liked about Brent Brennan is that, I like Ralph, is that he does a very good job of evaluating talent. And what he said was, he goes, if you go back and you look at him when he was at San Jose State, generally all the kids that turned out to be really good players were, a lot of their first offers were San Jose State. And this is something too that I think we need to talk about, Sheer, and you've talked about this a bunch. They've done a very nice job so far of hitting under the radar players that I don't think a lot of people thought they were going to make.
I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, and obviously a lot of times my relationships are with the recruiting director, right? And we know that there's been some that have told us stuff where, I mean, like I love Matt Dudek, but he was wrong on quite
almost everything. Yeah.
Right. Doherty was off and on, Geiska and Fletcher Kelly are really good at their job.
Yeah.
Like it's their job to evaluate guys to kind of bring them to Brendan. They are really good at their job.
And you got to remember, too, the other thing, you look at the recruiting class, say, for last year, and look at some of the guys. Now, granted, some of these guys turned out to be 5-star, 4-star players, but you look at it. They were on Terry Shelton before almost anybody. Now then Terry Shelton blows up and he becomes a top 75 player. Then who was the kid that went to Texas Tech? Linebacker? Was it Sean Robinson? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the guys that blew up, or the guy that went to Florida, who didn't want anywhere, what's his name, Tancora or something like that?
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, okay, now look at me. I'm killing it right now. I'm very good, very proud of myself. So, these guys, they just basically priced themselves out of Arizona, but Arizona was on them pretty early on.
I mean, now, look at this guy that just visited this weekend, David Chuk. I'll just call him David Chuk, right?
Chuk, okay, yeah. David Chuk, Michael Luke.
Yeah. He's Arizona's doing great with him. Enjoyed his visit and all that. And David Chukwemeka.
Great name. My middle name.
Yeah. Right. And he's got offers from Jacksonville State and Texas State or whatever, right? He visits Arizona and now Utah's all over him.
Right.
And Arizona still might get him. I'm not saying they don't, but this is the thing where it'll probably pay off that Arizona was on him early, but this dude's about to go national. He's humongous. So that's not the only guy like that. They've done a very good job. Malachi Bailey, that's another one where and look, there's misses. No one's perfect. There's misses, but their hit rate is really damn high.
Yeah, and the guys even too that haven't necessarily played a ton, I have potential, like a Barmore, for example. Like a guy like that, I think has the potential to be good. Now, there's some guys, like you said, like Gotcher's never going to be good. Mm-hmm. Like if he's ever seeing the field, that's not a good thing for Arizona. Right. But by and large, though, this has been a pretty good evaluation staff. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about the D-line. Let's talk about the D-line first. The one guy that, like I said, has just been a monster. And it's funny when you look at the stat line, when you look at Arizona's stats after the game, generally you look at it and because especially during the Rich Rod era, you very rarely saw tackles for loss unless it was like Scooby or somebody like that. You look up and down, Deshaun McKnight, you can kind of count on for a couple tackles for loss a game if he's playing the whole game. I mean, that's where we start. And you were right on him. I was wrong on him. I just figured another OKG. He's legitimately good.
Well, you make fun of me, and I get what you're saying when you make fun of me for writing what I see in practice, right? Because it doesn't always pan out. But McKnight was one of those guys, right? He had a great camp, and he was dominating in practice. And it's okay, this guy's for real.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think we should recalibrate that a little bit. The only bad evals you've had were receivers. Everything else was fine. So how about this? We just don't evaluate receivers going forward. We just say, who knows?
I respect it.
Yeah, but like I said, on the D line, and then Leroy Palu, I had absolutely I had no faith in Leroy Palu. Anytime you bring in a JUCO guy that has nothing, he's been like Kobe Althiel said, he's been solid this year. Skier was right on him too. We're turning this into a Skier love fest now.
Their best eval may have been a freshman. Maze PC is going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Like he's playing as a true freshman. He's not redshirting. He's really good. He was rated as the 1,225th player in the nation.
That high?
Yeah, that high. He decommitted from Cal to go to Arizona. No one else was really on him besides those two, and he's good enough. Like he's good. He's probably going to start next year.
Yeah, I mean, and what is McKnight a senior?
I believe he does. This is his last year, but I gave up on eligibility. I don't know anything.
Yeah, I have no clue who's eligible.
Like he could have he could say he.
Cody, watch the comments, please. Thank you. Okay,
and then he sues someone, and before you know it,
yeah, they have like 4
more years. But yes, he's technically a senior.
All right, now Dennis Walsh is saying that everybody's just going to be eligible at some point. So
yeah, that's why I don't mess with eligibility.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Now look at let's see here. T-Burns 18. Or Nick Arena says, Mike, I have a question on your favorite subject. What's your uniform prediction for the BYU game? I don't care. Shearer, what do you know?
I don't know anything.
Right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm just kidding. All right. Now let's talk a little bit then about some of the other players on the D line. I'm very interested to see. You're going to have to see Trey Smith. Like you need him. And again, we know that he's solid. I need Trey Smith to really finish out the season strong. Obviously, you got 8 games left. It's not like the season's over, but I would really like to see him make that move towards,
he's good. He hasn't been good enough.
That's the best way. But you know what's funny? Actually, I'll tell you off air. I actually had somebody message me and say that if it's in the program that said that. He said he's a solid player, but we were expecting more. He can get there.
He doesn't have a sack yet.
I know.
And I thought he would. I thought he would have 6-7 sacks. And the coaching staff loves him. I mean, he's pretty good, but he has not been good enough this season.
Yeah, I mean, and that's something that you needed. Now, let's talk about Malachi Bailey. Malachi Bailey's been a stud, man. Like he's been really, really good. And I'll be honest with you, out of all the evals, he and McKnight were the ones that I was most skeptical about. But I mean, he's been a problem, dude.
He's been good when he's played for sure. He's graded out well. He's an interesting one because he doesn't fit the mold. Like I remember a guy's telling us that like when you look at him, he's like 6'1", 280 pounds, right? As a DE, you're like, he's small. And Danny Gonzalez went to war for him. And was like, this guy's going to be good. And basically Gonzalez won out because he's a coach. And he's been fine. Like he really has. Like it's a depth. Here's the thing. Even if like Malachi Bailey has 10 tackles and 2 sacks this season or whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. The depth piece is what Arizona didn't have last year remotely. Like Malachi Bailey coming off the bench. I don't even remember what it was last year.
Well, I mean, and then you also had guys too that just weren't as good. Like I think we were hoping that, and again, I'm not trying to do the thing, but like Ty just didn't do a lot. Again, I'm not really like putting him down, but he was just kind of there. But this also, we're going to talk about that in a second with the cornerbacks as well. It's kind of the same thing. I think it was you or maybe it was Timbers. I can't remember what it said. Look at the cornerback depth this year compared to what it was last year when they had the Spitter and what was it, Freeney?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, not good. Not good.
7 and Freeney, and they were unplayable.
Right. Yes. All right. Yes. There exactly. Ty would be our best D lineman this year. No, he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
And he's done absolutely nothing at Washington.
I know you don't want PFF, but we only use him, Mike.
Yeah, we use it when we want. It does serve that purpose.
So I'm going to look up his grade right now.
I mean, he's done nothing.
I watched him the other day, and the only thing he did was he had that personal foul against Washington.
Yeah. Right? I mean, and when we watched him last year, what did he have? A sack and a half last year?
Yeah, I don't think he's very good, but I'm willing. I'm a nice guy, Joseph. So
he's a backup. I mean, that's kind of what
guy has graded out as their 18th best defensive player. So average.
Does he have any sacks?
Let me look this up for you, Mike. This season he has 6 tackles. No.
Okay, yeah. So that's
9 tackles. No sacks. No tackles for loss.
Right. It is what it is. Like, so again, that's not a big one. He's
I kind of like the fact that a lot of the Arizona guys on that team are not playing well.
Yeah, the only one that's really, really good is Jonah Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we knew. Kevin Green was a dog and has done nothing here. He didn't do anything here either. And I like Kevin Green, so I don't know what to tell you.
Is he even playing? I think he's hurt.
No, yeah, he's not playing, but he didn't do anything when he's at the U of A either. Okay, Kobe puts it really well with Ty. He's a hard worker and a solid player. That's about it. Average and works hard. Nothing wrong with that, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's get to that linebacker.
Oh,
what's that?
I don't. I'm just trying to figure out that Kevin Green was a dog comment.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I think he had
Arizona was 97 yards.
Yeah. So right. So he wasn't a dog. So okay, maybe he was a husky, but he wasn't a dog. Okay. All right. Let's get a couple reads in here that we're gonna get to the linebackers and the DBs because that's fascinating for me as well. Copal. All right, man, we got a really, really good situation here. Mentioned Mike Luke for a free. Is that Elote or Elodie or how is it like?
Elote.
Oh, that's nice. When
we're done, I'm breaking NFL news.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, now Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. Large party packages available. We also cater any event. We're going to be having a get-together. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tucson's tastiest margaritas. Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. CopalTucson.com. Plus, you can get one of those like tasty margaritas. Very, very tasty. Very, very tasty. Yummy. All right, 88 Crime. Now, you might see some people out there that are just doing stuff that, you might see some, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll get to that. 88 Crime. You might see some people out there that are flying around doing stuff they shouldn't. Maybe they're in their private jet and they don't have a license, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to get in trouble because they have a private jet. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call 88 Crime so I don't get my hands dirty. 88 Crime. So I've solved thousands of cases. And again, that's because they are good. Now, it's anonymous. Again, 88 Crime. Check it all. Oh, that's good. Check it. Pima County Attorney's Office. You will thank me later. You see anything bad? Go out there and do it. Check it out. 88 Crime, 882-7463. Okay. All right, one more. We got the Family Food Project here. That spaghetti looks good. That looks tasty. All right, awesome. Now, this really is. Yeah, the Tucson Family Food Project.org.
I don't think that's spaghetti, Mike.
It's not spaghetti. I just want. It looks like it almost looks like chow mein, right? Like
no, I think it's like fajitas, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah. I think it's fajitas, Mike, because those are onions.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's not spaghetti. You're right. Well, either way, it looks good. I like it. Now check it out. Direct Aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition. Currently 255 meal kits per week. 2026 goal is 1,000 meal kits per week. Here's the real kicker as well. Donations made with AZ12 comment will be matched. Cumulative up to $10,000. The Family Food Project. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Check it out. And again, do something really, really good. Yes, I am a cook. I'm not a cook. Okay, now, so we got some breaking news. What's the breaking news?
Joe Flacco. MVP Joe Flacco is headed to the Cincinnati Bengals. Your boy Shador is officially the backup in Cleveland now.
All right. Well, Dylan Gabriel, don't get hurt. We're going to talk about Dion a little bit later on in the show.
Yeah, his presser, we're going to see, because according to him, he had the doctor yesterday, and he's got a presser any minute today. So I'm curious.
I think is this his way of getting out, do you think?
I think this is his last year, but I don't think it'll happen today.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So we shall see. Now let's talk about the linebackers. The linebacker thing is that the last linebacker situation is fascinating for me. Tate Brown's okay. Like he just kind of,
he's okay. He's another guy similar to Trey Smith. He's been solid, but he hasn't kind of taken that next step.
He's just been.
We're talking to Josh Bringuel today.
What's that?
We're talking to linebacker coach Josh Bringuel today.
All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to say this. Riley Wilson, whatever position he's at, if he plays, if he's at a linebacker, that unit is a lot better. This is just going to be something is going to be a day by day, situation by situation type situation. It's not what anybody really thinks it is, but at the same time, he is like I said, he's different when he gets out there. That was a good eval by them. It's just, it's just been unfortunate he hasn't been able to play a lot.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Riley Wilson. I think he's going to play more. They think that they fixed the issue. He's good, man. Like there's just no way around it. He's good. I agree with what you said. The defense is just better with him at the field. I don't know who is at the expensive, whether it's Max Harris, Tay Brown, whatever. But Riley Wilson needs to continue to be on the field more.
All right, now let's talk a little bit about Chase Kennedy. I don't know where you actually end up wanting to put him on the, whether he's a linebacker, pass rusher, or whatever. Yeah, he's solid.
He's another guy, though, right?
Like, I agree. He's okay.
I think he's been good. I thought he would be better in his new role.
Yeah,
he hasn't been bad. He's been pretty solid.
But the thing about a guy like that, a lot of times, is when you look at him, you want a little bit more. If that makes any sense, you just want more because he's quick twitch. In practice, the coaching staff has raved about him. And some of the things that he's been able to do. I was hoping that that they were going to be able to get him, that he was going to be able to get you maybe 4.5 sacks this season.
He's got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. I was going to say, man, here I am. I actually didn't know that. I thought it was like 1. All right. So maybe if he ends up with 5 sacks, cool. We'll take it.
Yeah. 2, 1 in against Hawaii, 1 against Weber. Hasn't had any yet.
All right. Well, against good teams, I need him to play well. Yeah. So there's, like I said, linebackers have just been.
The one guy I like that I think is a absolute stud that
they got to play more.
I think Myron Robinson's going to be awesome.
Let me ask you this, because I was going to bring that up. Don't you almost just kind of have to force him onto the field a little bit more?
Yeah, Brent said, and I'll ask Bringwell today, but Brent said basically like he's good when he's on the field. He's good, but like I guess if you watch, Cody texted it us the other day when he had the sack, like he was completely lined up wrong, and he had to run over real quick, and so there's still stuff that I think against better teams, they don't necessarily trust him with because he doesn't have a full understanding of the playbook and stuff.
Right.
But once, assuming that happens, he's going to be a monster. But I think that's why they don't play him now.
He could be what some people thought Justin Flo was going to be.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure the numbers he's already put up in
are better than Justin Flo's.
Are better than Justin Flo's anytime. Like he's in 2 games, he has this says only has 1 tackle, 1 sack, but he's got like a sack and a pass breakup and something else.
Well, and he also kind of looks the part too. So, all right, now let's talk the DBs. Still, I'm telling you, man, the DBs not giving up a passing touchdown, especially, what's also impressive too about not giving up that passing touchdown is that, by the way, Big 12 Bobby has just turned Lewis Holmes into a Hispanic. Who's better, Justin Flo or Luis Holmes?
Holmes.
Luis Holmes. You don't know me, Holmes. I'll have to look until I die. Let's see here. Luis Holmes. But Luis Holmes
Luis Holmes was good at Arizona.
No, he wasn't.
What are you talking about?
First year, didn't he have 4 sacks and he had 2 this last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's better than Justin Flo for sure. Yes.
He finished his career with 49 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks.
Right. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, that wasn't what you were hoping, but all right, Ben Wysong, the great Ben Wysong. We're going to be talking about your kid here in just a second. He says, if you want to see the sideline real quick, line up wrong in Coach G's defense. Trust me, I know. You definitely do know on that one. Okay. When it comes to the DBs, though, DBs are good. The DBs are good. Now, there's some guys that I think probably aren't necessarily as good as I think we were hoping for. But safeties, Genesis, Dalton, both good. Where would you put the cornerback? The defensive backs losing to Cario, they're better than they were last year.
I have no problem with the secondary. I know Iowa State game kind of put a damper on some people's opinions and all that, but when you take a look at it overall, Genesis Smith has been one of the best safeties in the country. Dalton Johnson is not far behind him. I think the corner depth has been really important. We saw it against Oklahoma State. I realize Oklahoma State sucks.
Right.
But the fact that 2 corners could get hurt and then you just replace them and there's no drop-off is a pretty big deal.
Right.
Now, I will say, if you want me to criticize the corner, I think MGK is probably 4 out of 4. Right? I think Cole, Dansby, Garnes are better.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things with MGK is you want you want him to be good because, I think he's a decent dude. He looks the part, but the other guys have just been better. It's Billington 71 makes a good point. He says Dalton Johnson has been impressive. The thing I like about Dalton Johnson is going to be one of these guys that I don't think people are going to properly appreciate until he's gone. I know people know he's good, but man, he's just steady Eddie back there. Very much like Dalton Johnson. Remember when I think it was Jed's first year when they kept putting Christian Young out there? And it's like, dude, this guy stinks. And then they put the freshman out there at the time, and it was way better.
Here's the thing. I think it's because Dalton doesn't make the spectacular play, but he doesn't make a ton of mistakes either. Like, he's just there making play after play, and he's very consistent. And I think a lot of people don't appreciate consistency until it's gone. Like, I agree. I think Dalton Johnson, 5 years from now, will be looked on you'll look at that guy and be like, man, he stayed. He was good.
He's a lot like a different type of player, but I think he's going to be in that. He's a lot like Darrell Brooks in that regard, and that he was here for a long time. He was really good. He was surrounded by some more talented players, but you look at it at the end of the day and you're like, that guy was solid. That guy was really, really good. Now, look at this. AZ Wildcat fan says, I asked wife if she wanted to go to Bear Down Bash to see Mike and Jason, and she said, maybe. Who is that? And I said, the two YouTube U of A guys will be there 4 hours before the game. And she said, oh, no. Wow. Well, guess who won't be getting an autograph for us?
Guess who won't be getting the championship package?
Yeah, you ain't getting a championship. Yeah, nice try on that one. Joseph says, Tremaine Bondurant or Dalton Johnson? Tremaine Bondurant. Again, Bondurant was...
The difference was like... Dalton.
He was a game changer.
Bondurant was a freak. Like, how many interceptions did Bondurant have that one year?
I would bet you Bondurant had a year where he had like 4.5 sacks and like 4 picks.
I'm gonna look this up. That so that junior year, he had 72 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 4 picks, 2 pick sixes. Like, I mean,
he was awesome. Like, I can't really describe how good he was. He was.
And he followed it up next the following year too, his senior year. 7 for loss, 2 sacks, 2 picks, 1 pick six, 3 fumble recoveries, 5 forced fumbles.
If he was a little bit taller or a little bit bigger, he would have been a first round pick. He was one of the most inherently naturally. He was one of the most mentally gifted players I ever seen here.
Biggest what if you make fun of the Keola Antolin Kadeem Carey thing? Mike Stoops getting fired and Tim Kish going, Bondurant, you're in.
You're in.
What?
Yeah, no, that was. And that was instantaneous. I always wonder what Tim Kish was thinking too. Like when he took over that team, he's like, "All right, Kadeem, you're going in. Tremaine Bondurant, you're going in. We got all Americans sitting on the bench. We're putting them in the game now."
Yeah, then we're gonna play UCLA and win by 100. Watch this.
Right. No. Now T Burns 826 says Bondurant might have been the best nickel back in the country those years. He was just awesome. I don't know what else to say. Kobe's asking if we can bring him on. Kobe's asking if we can bring him on stage. Maybe we'll see. You don't know. What's that? Yeah, he's a rapper, but he's also a local football coach here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So, all right, let's get a couple reads in here, then we're going to get to the offense. We're going to talk about some of the newcomers as well. All right, Jesse's Tattoo Shop. All right, I got something else for you that's really cool about Jesse's Tattoo Shop as well. Very much community oriented as well. They do a lot of in the past. They've done a lot of community events, drives. I think they had a bull riding session or something in the parking lot. I got to ask more about that. But the cool thing about it, though, too, is it's a very much of a community environment as well. Wear a tattoo that speaks your story. I was driving the other day and I saw it on the back of the truck or on the back of the van. Back of the bus. And I'm like, oh, I know that guy. And so, again, check it out, though. Like you said before, Sheer, and I had somebody DM me as well about it. He said, you would be amazed by the amount of people that are tattoo artists that literally are getting drunk or like smoking, like, in between their in between their tats or something. He's like, that's not what you want. This is a sober shop. They do it by the book. I also found out that he went to high school with a bunch of buddies of mine. So that was pretty cool as well. Check it out. Jesse's Tattoo Shop. Biggest one I think it's probably the biggest one in the city. It is awesome. Very much like Jesse. Very cool partnership. By the way, Cody, cut that when you please. Thanks. All right. Now, welcome to The Rock. All right, Green Valley Decorative Rock. We're pushing back against all the crap. All of the crap that hits the fan. They're only in Green Valley. I don't want to go to Green Valley. Now everybody knows that they are not just in Green Valley. They are in Tucson. Everybody knows this, even Cobell Field. East to Benson, Sierra Vista, west to Marana, south to Nogales, north to Oracle, serving residents and contractors. 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials. Now, if you're flying over above and you're like, man, I wish I could have some rock right now. I don't know if they have the method to be able to get it to you in the air. But I also don't know that they can't get it to you in the air as well. Check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Back the rock. Back the rock. All right, Cody, do you have that picture I sent? RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red Hot Beer, Ice Cold, or Red Hot Sports, Ice Cold Beer. Huge parking lot that you could park a jet in. Cody, do you have this picture?
Yep, pull it up.
All right, check this out. To show you. I was going for my walk this morning. I looked up in the sky and I said, is it a bird? It's a plane. No, it might be. All right, here it is. Look at this. People watching. This is why you need to watch the YouTube. All right, look at this. Dennis Walsh. This was a real-time Dennis Walsh flying above the RJ's parking lot, looking to land a very succinct land. Isn't that amazing? I took that with my own phone, seeing Dennis Walsh up in the sky. That guy was probably dropping like an Enola Gay crop duster somewhere. I don't know. Either way, check it out, though. RJ's Frozen Cactus, starch, beer, everything. We're going to be having a watch party here shortly. Very much looking forward to the watch party. Back the watch party. Check it out in a military plane as well. Very impressive stuff. Look at Dennis up there. Okay, now. All right, Cody, we don't need to do 4 in a row. Thanks. All right, we'll get back to that one. All right, now. Let's talk about the offense here a little bit then. Obviously, Noah's not a newcomer. Yeah, I do know crop dusters, my friend. All right. Braden Lockie, however it's pronounced. We can sit here and just say we talked about it before. Good backup. You don't want him starting. It's really that simple.
Nothing wrong with him as a backup. Very solid backup. You're never going to have an elite. You're rarely going to have an elite backup. Yeah, I mean he's.
Would you take Braden? Would you take Braden Lockie or Arch Manning?
Dude, I can't get over it.
How bad he is.
Let me read you this, right?
Yeah.
And you tell me how good, right? 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 70th in quarterback rating, 1 300-yard game. And
they played a couple cupcakes in there, and he struggled against them too.
That's his 300-yard game. His 300-yard game was Sam Houston.
Yeah, no, he's been bad
against Power 4 schools, which they've only played 2 of.
Right.
He's got 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and like 500 yards.
And the thing about it too is, if you actually watched some of those, actually watched the Ohio State game, I don't care what the stat line looked like. He was terrible in that.
He had no idea where he wanted to go.
Yeah, that was the epitome. Like a friend of ours, like a John Brogan, a buddy of ours, would have fallen for it. And he's like, "All right, threw for 220 yards." Well, if he really watched the game, you would have understood. So
over Lockie, but I get what you're saying.
What's that? Yeah, I would take Arch as well. It was just more of a joke. Okay, now at the running back spot, Ishmael Mahdi, big L for some of the people on this board. Big L. I love Ishmael Mahdi. He's been good. You know what I like about him as well is that when Mahdi runs, I know he's only like 185, 190 pounds, but when he runs though, he runs hard. He runs. Benwin White was talking about that, how hard he is when he runs, and it's a great point.
Yeah, one of the lasting images I'll have from this season is when he's talking crap to that defender, and he's basically, come and try to tackle me, and then he sits on him. I love that stuff. I love it. He runs hard. He's hard to take down. I like him a lot. I've been impressed with him. He's one of these guys where you always wonder, will it carry over? Like when he's at Texas State, he's putting up crazy numbers. Will it carry over? He's not going to put up the numbers he did at Texas State, but clearly he's just a good running back. Yeah,
Matthew Tice, the great Matthew Tice, son of Mike Tice, or maybe, I don't know, maybe brother of Mike Tice, whatever it is. Either way.
Might be Mike Tice.
I don't know. He might be Mike Tice. If we had Mike Tice in the chat, that'd be amazing. Matthew Tice says, we need to have 125 yards on the ground this week. I agree. I think that's a good number, to be honest with you. I think it's a good number.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe Arizona could win this game.
Benwin White said that as well.
If they can't find a way to run the ball. It's BYU's defense is too good to be one-dimensional.
Yeah, and then but I think, all right, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that look at this. Kobe Alfield says it might be raining.
I didn't tell you about that.
That's going to
It would be really funny if we were like hyping up our appearance.
Oh, and it's pouring rain.
It's pouring and it's canceled or something.
Oh, garbage, man. Well, there's always
rain.
There's always next week. I don't like rain. Now, man, you guys are stealing all of Ben's thunder. Ground and pound. This could be a ground and pound game for Arizona.
Kobe brings up an interesting point, though, Mike. Do we know the dew point on Saturday?
No, we don't know the dew point, and I don't know the barometric pressure. If we can get those, that'd be great.
Forecast Tucson. Right now, if you look at the 7-day forecast for Tucson, Arizona, what is National Weather Service? It's very
they suck.
Piece of crap. Saturday,
piece of crap. What do you got?
Night, showers and thunderstorms likely at night. Chance of rain, 70%. I don't have the dew point yet, but I can tell you that the moon is a waning gibbous. So maybe that could.
It's a waning gibbous. Oh, that changes everything. BYU should not even show up. They've been broken already. Send me that link about the waning gibbous. Do people know that is essentially a land acknowledgement game on steroids? A waning gibbous or whatever it is.
Waning gibbous. That's what Ben tells me. He says, oh, my gibbous is waning.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just not dead. And it's like I got to call Foster for that. But either way, I'm going to pick him, but I'm going to say that later on. Let me ask you this about Ricino.
Well, before you do that, Mike, what impact does it have on the game if you have to stop at halftime for 3 hours for thunderstorms?
Generally, it helps the worst team. I say it's good for us.
I don't. Okay, I got another one.
What do you got?
Once the game starts at 5, okay, you have a 3-hour rain delay, and the game goes past midnight. Does BYU have to forfeit? I've always wondered this. I've seriously always wondered this. What happens if the game goes into Sunday?
Or do you get is your Sunday prorated at that point?
No, I'm serious.
I get it.
Do they have to have someone from the church give them permission?
Honestly, that's a great question. I don't know. That's a great question. I have no clue. That's something we're going to find out. But Arizona's got to run the ball. Arizona's got to be able to run the ball. And,
that's a waning gibbous, by the way. LJ Wimbalji, thank you. That is a waning gibbous moon. Look at that thing. You can't.
It looks like cheese.
Yeah, look at it's covered there on the left side. You can't win with it.
Yeah, a waning gibbous.
They're done before they even.
Dude, we need to put that out there. BYU fans, thanks for showing up.
You're showing up, buddy, but it's a waning gibbous. You got
dude. Yeah, you don't beat us at a waning gibbous night.
Gibbous acknowledgement night.
Waning gibbous acknowledgement night. Oh gosh, no, that's awesome. All right. Yes, the waning gibbous. Okay. They got no chance. They're broke before it starts. Okay. But as far as then, obviously, the wide receivers, we're at the point, and we talked about it yesterday as well. I need Wysong out there. I need Watley out there, and I can deal with whoever those other. But Wysong and Watley are the two that I need to have out there.
Yeah, I need Wysong. I need Watley. I need Hunter to step. This is just one of these games, Mike, where we could talk about it. Everyone needs to play good.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're going to beat BYU, Wysong needs to step up. Chris Hunter needs to step up. Watley needs to step up.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Ben Weinstein.
Right. Yeah, no. Man, seriously, man, you're really getting down in the ditches at that point. Okay. And then tight end. Let me ask you this: do we see a little bit more Barmore?
We did last week, right?
We did.
So good.
I would like to see a little bit more of him. He has a little bit of a. I'll put it to you like this. He just looks the part athletically a little bit more than Samuels. Is that fair?
Oh, yeah. Kirby Barmore is a significantly better athlete than Samuels.
Well, I was trying to be nice, but yeah. Now, Kobe Althiel says he's an interesting red zone target because he's so tall. He really is. He's a tall drink of water.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, he really is. So I would like to see a little bit more of him. Now, on the offensive line, then, how are we I was going to say, talk a little bit about what do you think of Tristan Bounds so far?
The thing with Bounds is we had questions because he never played at Michigan, right? He's been good. He really has been good.
All right.
I've actually been surprised by him.
Would you hit and Ty Buchanan?
Solid.
Yeah. Actually, I'm okay with the tackles, to be honest.
Honestly, the biggest offensive line disappointment by far is Rhino.
Yeah, it's been Rhino because I think you were hoping that Rhino would be the one that would take that next step, and he really hasn't. Deuce Boost, what do you think about Deuce?
He's all right.
Yeah, he's okay. Is Brunette hurt? I don't know. I don't know who Brunette is, but Kean Burnett, though, Lee Corso, I would assume Kean Burnett, I assume he's hurt until he's not. That's how about that? Is that a good way of putting it?
Yeah.
All right. So that's kind of what's that?
He showed up a little bit.
All right. So, all right. Now we're going to talk about attacking the BYU. Now,
I asked Lev about my Sunday question, and he's like, A, hopefully we don't know. I'll have to find out. And B, he goes, I've never thought about that. I should ask their SID. It's a serious. We don't know. Brogan. Would Brogan know?
Brogan, message Brogan right now. Say, Brogan, what would the deal be?
Yeah. Okay.
There's some breaking Dion news.
Did he retire?
Nope. He is undergoing a medical procedure today for more blood clots, but expects to be with the team this week.
Bull crap. Another procedure? Bull crap.
Yeah.
So did he even do the presser?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll send to you.
I don't know.
Or he'll sit. I can see him sitting.
Yeah, I could see something like that. So he, like I said, it's all the Colorado fans that beat me up though and said when I said he'd never come back to Arizona Stadium. Boom, I was right. You were wrong. Boom, just like we broke you. Okay, now, so anyways, now when it comes to BYU's passing attack though, Bear Backmeyer. This is going to be an interesting game because it's not like Backmeyer doesn't stink. He's not going to like wing the ball all over the field though. This is a game though where. Again, I kind of like Arizona.
I'm picking Arizona, and I said this 2 weeks ago. Like I just am. I just think it's a very advantageous situation, right? Yeah. You have a freshman making his first start on the road against a good team, right? I think let me make sure. A few things about BYU stick out to me. Number one, their hardest road game was Colorado, right? Which is it's a difficult road game. Right. Bear Bachmeyer was not. BYU should have lost that game. Say all you want about Colorado. Colorado had a very legit chance to win that game. Right.
Agreed.
Number two, BYU, similarly to Arizona, I know this might offend some people, has beaten nobody.
For sure.
Portland State, Stanford, East Carolina, Colorado, West Virginia. Arizona would be 5-0 with that schedule.
Yeah, they really suck. I mean, they don't suck. That schedule sucks.
And I believe that BYU is going to have some injuries.
Now, all right, so there has been, guys. Now, Lee Corso says, Mike, I've already told you guys what the BYU thing is. If the game starts on Saturday, they'll finish it. Interesting.
But they don't need special. I know they're not going to walk off the field, but do they need like special church permission, or is it just like accepted?
Right, or is this just something where it's just kind of like, yeah, we just do what we want? Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Well, I think it's a good question, anyways.
Today, I'm having a procedure. Prayerfully, I'll be right back tomorrow. It is what it is. We found what we found. It has nothing to do with me working at the level I'm trying to compete. It's hereditary. It is what it is. I don't know. That makes, he said.
I don't know what any of that means. I honestly don't know what that means.
Your boy Jake is having a.
Oh, I was going to say, is Jake? Jake's got to be having a panic attack at this point, though, with the deer leader going down. So the deer leader. Okay, now let's see here. All right, Dennis Walsh says, "I'm telling you, man, the Arizona plus 375 to be 8-1. Why not Arizona? Who's Arizona play after BYU?
Houston at 9 a.m.
Here's where I'm at. Split these next two.
It's BYU, Houston, and Cincinnati.
Ideally, you go 2 and 3.
That's a hell of a 3.
Or 2 and 1.
You go 2 and 1. We're talking Big 12 championship.
We literally are talking Big 12 championship at that point because they could run the table at that point and people wouldn't know what to do with themselves. Now, let me ask you this: what about what the special teams though? We've got a guy now in Wysong. I never want to see anybody out there again. Wysong returns all the kicks. He does a good job. I would Salgado Medina. I have no clue whatever to expect. The punter.
I was wrong. It's Houston, Colorado. I apologize, everyone.
It's Houston, Colorado. Well, Arizona, I think, can absolutely go 2 and 1 in that.
That's right. It's Houston, Colorado, Kansas, and then Cincinnati.
All right.
It's Cincinnati. The stretch is the stretch I'm talking about: Cincinnati, Baylor, ASU.
Yeah. Say it again.
Kansas, Cincinnati, Baylor, ASU is the last 4 games.
All right, we just got to keep stacking wins.
BYU, Houston, Colorado. If Arizona goes 2-1, let's go.
That's all I want. 2-1. We need to start breaking it up into like little parts of the season, though. Seriously. So, all right. So special teams, though. I'm, like I said, this is not the game to have bad special teams play.
No.
One thing I do want to talk a little bit about. Brent Brennan is still doing something that is very much annoying me. They've done much better this year, but he's still doing something that is very much annoying me. Let's talk about it. But first, let's get some reads in here.
Oh, good teams.
All right. Now, if you ever see somebody out there that thought that Bill Belichick was going to turn around North Carolina, or that Bijan Robinson is not a top 5 back in the MNFL, they probably don't have air conditioning at their house. They probably don't have air conditioning in their car because their brain has become mush. Looking at somebody in the chat. Now, don't be like him. Get an AC. You need to have an AC. This is a small business with big savings. Now, again, our good pal Tony Gimino, they saved him over like $2,000, and they were really, really good in the process. Perfect track record. Residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. Comfort X HVAC. Check it out. Again, don't be like one of these morons that's going around without air conditioning right now. You need it. Again, you don't get to take that air conditioning. You don't, Mr. Kobe Thiel. I already said Kobe Thiel, Joseph. All right, check it out. Comfort X HVAC 520-222-7012. Boom. All right, Bridge Tech Communications. Now, Sheer, you ever see any of these fly-by-night gyms out there?
No.
All right.
Yes.
They're probably not
enough.
They're probably not using Bridge Tech Communications. Now, when you got some people that they're like, you know what, I'm going to buy my own private jet, or I'm going to basically buy my own baggins, but I'm not going to go to a gym that uses Bridge Tech Communications. Are you really doing life right at that point?
Absolutely not.
I mean, at that point, you're only basically getting 2/3 of life right when you could have gotten 100% of it right. You've already done it. Check it out. Bridge Tech Communications, 750% average ROI. If you own a gym, go to them. They can help your market your gym or health wellness spa. Boom. BridgeTechCommunications.com. Back the muscle. Back it. Promotes 100+ entities across multiple states. All right. One more. Baggins. Yummy in the tummy. We need some real times out there. Everybody get Baggins. Use code AZ12 for 50% off. Look at this. Look at that food right there, Sheer. How tasty does that look? Yeah, yummy in the tummy. 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated. All food made in-house daily. Every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Join the VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444 for specials and deals. All right, now, one thing that is one thing with Brennan's still doing, and it's driving me crazy, and I think this is just who he is at this point. Stop punting on 4th and 3 at the opponent's 40.
David Kelly, your boy David Kelly asked about that.
That's actually a good question. That's a rare good question. What did you say?
He said basically they went for it early because he felt the touchdown would set the pace for the game when he went for it on 4th. He said they didn't go for it on the 4th and 3 because he just felt the defense was dominating the game at that time and didn't want to give Oklahoma State any momentum should they have not gotten it.
Okay, so does that explain last year when you were still punting on 4th and 3?
No,
when you were?
I didn't say it was a good reason. I would have
gone for it. I will never understand that. And then what happens too is then you have the punter booted into the end zone.
Yeah.
Like I don't get that. That drives
you have better special teams where you could pin the guy on like the 2-yard line.
Yeah, like Ben White style.
Yeah. If you could pin him down and take advantage of it.
Right. Yeah, if you could do that, if you could really work with the field position, you'll take that. But again, you got to stop doing that, man. Like, okay, so you're going to punt to get what, 15 more yards or 10 more yards, whatever. Like, just go for it. Just go for it. There's really no Big 12 Bob. There's really nothing to say. We're going to talk about ASU here in a few minutes. But we're going to give you our power rankings though tomorrow. But I don't like it at all. I think you go for it there. You play to win the game. You're Arizona football.
Yeah, I agree.
Right now, Paul Lubke says, my local Costco is out of fart ninjas. I'm very disappointed. Could use some cheering up over this travesty. Well, we got some here, man.
Everyone's out of them.
Yeah, I know exactly. Because, dude, we should literally have an endorsement with fart ninjas.
I went to Costco the other day. They did not have it.
They didn't have fart ninjas?
No, they were out.
Oh well, duh. I mean,
You're
you're doing
welcome.
that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. That's just kind of like I said. That's just kind of where I'm at, though. I don't like it. I feel that if you're not very good, I feel if you're not a great team to begin with, you don't give the other team. You go for it basically, and if you can't get 3 yards at midfield, then guess what? You probably don't deserve to win the game. I like coaches that are aggressive. I would be an aggressive head coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much would Arizona beat North Carolina by?
It's a good question. Let me look. I think there's a way to look this up. In the Sagarin rankings.
Yeah, I would bet that.
Remember this number: 71.
Okay, 71. Okay.
On a neutral field, Arizona would be favored by a touchdown. Yeah,
I think Arizona would win by more than that.
Yeah, neutral field.
I think Arizona would.
Favored by
I think they've broken them already. I don't think
I have Sagarin up if you want. If you're curious, Arizona versus anyone.
Okay, Well, let's go with Arizona versus Houston.
Houston, it looks like it's only going to be like 1 or 2. So probably probably a field goal.
Oh, bigger fish, Arizona, Colorado.
This again, keep in mind this is a neutral field. Arizona looks like it would be like a 2-point dog, a 1-point dog.
All right, I'll take it. Jacob Meyer says the Ben One White comments are the best part of this show.
I know what you're wondering, Mike. Ohio State 21.
Arizona would only be an underdog of 21 points to Ohio State?
I'm sorry. I can't take anything seriously that says Colorado's a better team than Arizona.
At Colorado, yeah. I mean, it's literally like half a point.
What about Arizona ASU?
Arizona touchdown.
Arizona would lose by more than 21 points to Ohio State.
I'm just giving you the numbers.
All right.
Okay?
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's the spread. So ASU spread, if they play tomorrow, would probably be like 8 or 9.
Interesting.
You'd be Arizona. I'll be honest.
I was going to say, I'll take Arizona with the points. You don't know me. I'll take Arizona with the points. I'll tell you what, we got a sheer hedge segment coming up. Andre Veras has been trying to trickle into our comments to get an endorsement, but we're not doing it. But I'll tell you what, why don't we do our long view, a hedge of the week, or we're going to do our hedge of the week now. Very excited about this.
6 on a neutral field.
Right. Okay. The hedge of the week. Okay. Now it's called Sagarin, Braden Weech. All right, now this is brought to you by Andre Veras, Longview Insurance and Investments. Again, not an endorsement. Very, very clear about this. Recommendation, not an endorsement. Okay. Now, all right, you ready? Okay, now, first one that we have right here. Arizona football. How many wins do they finish this season with?
7.
Boom.
7.
I like it. Is Noah Fafita the starting quarterback next year?
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you. I don't know why people keep asking who the starting quarterback. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
The only reason is if for some reason he leaves, it would be his choice.
Kobe Alfield, we're going to get to Caleb Holt here in just a minute. Okay, now Arizona's defense is going to finish statistically as a top 4 defensive unit in the Big 12 at the end of the season.
What are they now in the Big 12?
That's a good question. I don't know. I didn't even look.
I say no. I think closer to like 6.
Okay. All right. Well, you take it. Think about it before the season. If we were to say that,
I think they'll be top. How about this? Top 50%.
Top 50%.
50, like top 8 in the conference.
Yeah. All right. I would say that. Yeah. Matthew
I don't
Tyson.
think top 4. I don't think top 4.
Right. Okay. Now, Lee Corso. I can answer this question, Lee. No, but first, Lee Corso says, "I agree, Jason.
5 get an extension.
We agree at this. Get Brent Brennan an extension. No chance. No chance. Nor should it. Brent Brennan. If Arizona wins 8 games this year, Brent Brennan becomes a prime candidate for that UCLA position.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this?
I don't think he gets it, but yes.
Let me ask you this. I know you can't. I know that probably wouldn't happen, and I know. Does Danny Gonzalez, doesn't he deserve another shot as a head coach sometime? Because, dude, the only thing I'm looking at is this. When you watch Danny Gonzalez, he looks the part, and when his defenses look the part as well. And New Mexico is a crap place to coach. Nothing personal. Ben Weissong, nothing personal.
It's hard to win in New Mexico.
It's hard to win.
Curious. I think the better question is, does Danny want to be a head coach again? There are guys that, like Murph, for instance. Mm-hmm. Murph was the head coach. It didn't go great at NAU.
Yeah.
He has told me many times, Shear, I never want to be a head coach again.
Well, Murph is in the exact right. Murph is where Murph is supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's guys out there. I think everyone assumes that everyone wants to be a head coach. It's not true. I've talked to many assistants and coordinators that have no desire to be a head coach.
Now, Dennis Walsh keeps saying, all right, he's saying, if we go 8-4, will this be the worst 8-4 team ever?
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, not at all. I don't know where you get that. Okay, now, let me ask you this. Now, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Genesis Smith will be a top 50 pick in the MNFL draft.
50?
Top 50 pick. First round and a half.
No.
He will be a top 90 pick.
Yes.
So you're saying somewhere between 50 and 90?
Yeah. Third
round. Okay. All right, now. Kobe in the comments says, yes, I agree. He will be. He's likely a top 25 pick.
It's just safeties. Safeties aren't really, for whatever reason, safeties aren't drafted at a high rate.
Yeah, I think I think it is. We'll see. Now, let me ask you this, though. This is going to be the next question. T-Burns826 says, Danny seems like a perfect DC, and if he does well, he could get a big-time DC. If you're a big-time school, and again, Arizona is obviously a big-time football program. We know this. But, I think when you –
it feels like a trick question.
I think when you think of the elite programs, you've got the Ohio States, you've got the Alabamas, the schools like that. But then after that, you in that second realm, you've got Arizona, you got Florida, you got Florida State, schools like that. Where Arizona is, Oregon or Arizona, Oregon. Do you think that another school comes after Danny Gonzalez?
Yeah, but I'm not sure he goes.
Gosh.
Because you think Danny's a very big family guy, right? Mm-hmm. He's at Arizona as long as he wants to be.
Of course.
Is. So he's got to look at it and say, okay, I'm here. He's still got young kids.
Right.
He said it before. He has a daughter with Down syndrome.
Right.
Like he's very family oriented. Does he want to take a chance of, yeah, I'll go to Florida, but if I have one bad year, they're going to fire me.
Right.
Like
exactly.
That's just the way the SEC works. Or do I know that I'm going to be at Arizona until whatever it may be. Now, if he thinks that Brent is going to be gone in 2 years, then yeah, he probably leaves. But that's not how he thinks either.
All right. Arizona, there will be 40% minimum BYU fans at this Arizona game.
Oh, absolutely. Minimum.
All right.
If it's 50-50, that's a victory. I'm completely serious. I think if there's more Arizona fans than BYU fans, because you got to think too, that Jacob Franklin Mesa Mormon population is huge.
That's a great point, dude. All of Mesa is going to be down here as well, including Jacob Franklin.
Mesa is coming in droves.
Yes, exactly. No, and then you got Gilbert as well, so that's another one.
And family weekend, which isn't fair because
that's fair because massive families as well. So now, do you think there's going to be more BYU fans than Arizona fans?
No, it'll be close though.
I kind of agree. Let's see here. Hotel prices were nuts. I can't even imagine.
Nobody can The Graduate is this weekend. Should I look? Is that what it is? The Graduate? Is that a hotel?
Yeah. That's the Graduate, and then it's like it's the off of like 2nd Street, I think, like 2nd and Euclid
Graduate
or
by Hilton. Let's just I'm gonna look this up. Let's just go. What date? What day would the game be? Friday. Let's just go the 10th to the 12th. How's that?
Okay, what is this, like $30,000, something like that?
It would be. It's sold out.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure. We need to cause a.
I'm gonna go to.
Yeah, I do like Braden. We need to cause a blockage on I-10.
Ask Mike. There's no one better at finding hotels than me.
Yeah, no, you are very, very good at this. Now,
10th to the 12th. All right, here we go. You ready? Downtown, just Tucson and Holy crap. My God.
What?
Yeah, dude, they're insane. So like the Reed Park DoubleTree is 182 a night.
Wow. And that's not even
you tell me, you're like, hey, Sheer, when I need a romantic weekend.
Oh, that the DoubleTree. I mean, no, that's one that you that's one that you have to. If you can go to the DoubleTree, you have to stay at the DoubleTree, right?
Sheridan, 289 a night.
Yeah, that's correct. No thanks.
El Conquistador. Come on, give me a number. El Conquistador. Your hotel. What do you got?
520.
334 a night.
That's actually better than I thought it would be.
Well, that's before all the stuff.
Yeah.
So it's 832 total for 2 nights.
It's probably 520.
Good Lord. Hampton and Marana. 340 a night. Man.
That's awful.
Just stay at Mike's place. Mike, give me
you cannot stay at my place. Big 12 Bobby Hilton was 90 a week ago. It's 300 this week. That's crazy. Oh,
you guys want to Star Pass? I got Star Pass.
Yeah, what do you got for Star Pass?
Let me look this up, Michael. You want to take a guess?
How much is Star Pass?
I got to find it. JW Marriott, right? Star Pass, $460 a night.
Wow.
No, wait, hold on. That's wrong. It could be more. I have the wrong date in. 10th to the 12th. It is. Yeah, I was wrong. My bad, everyone. It's $825 a night.
That's it. Oh, cheap. Yeah, who cares? That's private jet money. All right, let's get
throwaway money.
Yeah, let's get some basketball. Let's get up a couple basketball hedges in. Okay, Arizona gets one of the two: Caleb Holt or Cam Williams.
Yes.
Arizona gets. What's that?
I don't know why I just said that, but yes.
Right. That is that's a good one. I like it. Okay,
the Motel's gone. AJW. It's gone.
It's gone. They got rid of it. Yeah. All the lot lizards scrambled. So you've got that. All right. Now let me ask you this: Cam Holmes obviously in there. How many high school players does Arizona bring in this coming class?
2.
So what do you think of Cam Williams and Cam Holmes? And they call it a day.
Yeah. I'm dead serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of. But honestly, I think I'd take that.
Yeah.
And then you just go the grad transfer route as well. I would take it. So there's your Longview Insurance and Investment. I got a sore throat today. It sucks. Sore throats suck.
Let me see.
All right, so now let's talk a little bit of Arizona hoops. I want to talk Big 12 here for a minute. I am definitely I know you and I think a little bit differently about BYU this coming season. I think BYU is going to be really, really good. But I look at it though, and I think, how many wins do you look for Arizona this year in the Big 12? What do they play? 20 games still?
That's 20-game season. What do you mean? Isn't this the first time it's a 20-game season?
Yeah, but did they change it to 20?
Yeah, it's 20 now. It wasn't 20 last year. Because last year Arizona was what was the Big 12 record last year?
What was it? 14-6? Does that sound right? 14-6, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This Tech, Kansas State, Houston, BYU, Iowa State, Kansas. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I believe that Arizona is going to do better this year. I believe Arizona is going to be 15-5 at the worst in Big 12 play.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I agree.
I mean, seriously, I think that, but we need to do something.
18. It's 18 now.
Is it 18 games? All right. Well, there won't be 15-5 then. I'm going to say they're 14-4. How about that?
No, I'm going 13-5.
13-5? All right. So you think that they're basically like last year. What Arizona has to do is this, and I think we found this out before. You want to be a 2 or a 3 seed in the MNCAA tournament. You do not want to be a 4 seed, because you don't want to have to play a 1 seed in the Sweet 16. There is a massive difference between playing a 1 seed in the Sweet 16 and playing a 2 or a 3. Because a lot of times, if you're playing a 1 seed, it's one of the 2 best teams in the country, as Arizona found out this past year. If you get a 2 or 3 seed, that's a lot more winnable. If Arizona, let's be honest, if Arizona had played a 2 or 3 seed in the Sweet 16, there's a real chance that Arizona could have won that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Dude,
yeah.
We just got sorry, I was just looking, we got our banner for this Saturday.
Oh, did they just send it to us?
Yeah, it looks sick.
Yeah, let me see it. Yeah. Did they just email it to us?
Yeah. When you post, tag Dusk and Dusk Presents.
Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, yeah, you'll send this to me now.
Cody, if I send this to you, can we put it up?
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Cody, if I send you a picture, can you put that up right now?
Yep. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, put that up.
Let's see here. Dude, they don't have any AZ12 stuff on here. What the heck?
Oh, that's why they took Shelby and they took our logo. So it's wrong. Don't put it up.
Yeah, I need them to put AZ12 as well. You can keep that.
Yeah. Send them the AZ12 logo. That's
can you, Cody? Can you send them that? Yeah, sorry, I'm on air.
Cody, send me the AZ12 logo real quick.
Yeah, it's got to be on there. Okay, now when it comes back to the Big 12, though, Houston, I get it. I understand with Houston. Houston's really, really. I mean, Houston's good. I get all of that. I still think they're going to take a little bit of a step back. I just do. I think that they're going to take a step back. I think I like Arizona's roster more than Houston's.
Yeah, for sure.
I just do.
Then Houston's, I don't know. I think it's close. I know you do, but we discussed. I think their guards are good. I think it's very comparable. The one thing I will say I don't get is, like, I was reading a top 25 today, and Houston was 3 and Arizona was 15. And I don't think it's that big of a.
I don't get why Arizona, so many people have Arizona in that 10 to 15 range. I don't get it. I think it's 8 to 12, but like we talked about, you look at somebody like Kansas. How is Kansas better than Arizona on paper?
They're not.
Like, I don't get that. And you see them a lot. UCLA, kind of the same thing. How are they better? If you look at them on paper, how are they better?
They're not. I agree.
Like, I don't really get it. That one to me does not make a ton of sense to me at all. Now, Dick Wilson says 14-4 Big 12 losses at Houston and BYU at ISU and a random road upset. I would take that. If Arizona's 14-4 in the Big 12, I would absolutely take that. We're going to talk tomorrow about a little bit of their out of conference schedule and whatnot. I think Kobe hits the nail on the head. I think they're underrating Arizona's freshmen.
I agree with that. I do.
It's a very good point.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. It feels weird. Like Houston and like today I saw the top 25. I don't remember who it was. That had Texas Tech like 5 spots higher than Arizona. Why?
I don't get that. Now, but again, I think this is the issue though. Not all freshmen are the same. Like anybody who was at the Red Blue game, and again, this isn't a diss towards Carter because Carter's a top 14 pick, whatever whatever the case may be. But if Carter does not, you could just tell by watching last year, Carter was not going to be Koa or Braden. He just wasn't. He might have more upside down the road, but he just wasn't going to be that.
Right.
I mean, that's where there's different kinds of freshmen. Some freshmen are based off potential. Some freshmen are based off what they are doing right at this point. Now, T-Burns826 says the field of 68 thinks we're barely a top 25 team. That's trolling.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't. I just, and look, I don't mind it. I think it's funny. I really do.
Right. Now,
let me be wrong.
Now, you like Goodman. I don't like Goodman at all. You like Goodman.
We're decent. I mean, we're not like best friends, but we don't.
What is Goodman? Does Goodman just
I don't know.
Because this is not a. I mean, he goes out of his way to try to troll Arizona fans.
Yeah, it's weird. You know what it is? It's almost like it's not as bad. Remember, like when Bill Walton used to do UCLA games,
right?
And he would like kind of crap on them a little bit, and like sometimes guys that are alum try to crap on the teams. They don't come off as biased or whatever. But like Jeff just takes it to a completely
and the thing is too.
Level.
Well,
like
right. Well, but that was also the thing that I never understood, where it almost felt personal. Like it was like he would go after Caleb Love, and then still the worst thing was when he's like, I told everybody that Caleb Love could do this after. No, dude, buzz off. You literally spent the entire year or the last 2 years just crapping on him. Get out of here with any of that stuff. But man, I'll tell you what though, watching that a little bit again, Burries is going to be nice. Burries is going to be really good this year. Yeah. I mean, does this team have the most raw talent then?
I think so. Again, you have to see it on the field and all that, but in terms of pure talent, I think you'd be hard pressed. I mean, the only one would be the Ben, Koloko, et cetera, right?
Right. But the thing with that though is that team basically, you still had to play Kerr 30 minutes per game. You still had, I don't know. I just think this team's better. I could be wrong, but I just think this team has more pure talent across the board. And the thing about it too is that I also don't know that Arizona was a.
Mike, I'm interrupting you again. The verbiage on that poster was fine, right?
Yeah, the verbiage was great. It just needed a new emblem. But the thing that I did not understand though about it with Arizona though is that this team I think matches up with about any team. The team that Arizona had did not match up well with Houston. It just didn't, because you didn't really have ball handlers on the team. And Kerr against Houston was, I don't care if Kerr had one ankle or 3 ankles in that game. Kerr was going to be a terrible matchup for a team like Houston. I don't think Arizona has those type of matchup issues that first year's team had.
They don't. They
Right.
don't. You know, and that I agree with that. Houston, I still go back to the game. We knew that game was over in 5 minutes. Houston pumped Arizona.
Oh, you went 5 minutes? I knew it was over when Tabellis, I think it was the first play of the game when Tabellis like had the layup off the inbound and he like kicked it off his leg or something. And I'm like, oh gosh, he doesn't want to be there at all. Yeah. The problem, Kobe's right. Tabellis was a good college player. He just wasn't there when you needed him. That was
what year was Tommy's first team? That was
2021. That sounds right.
21?
I think that was 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
22 on Ken Palm.
Right.
All right. So the Kyer, Bailey, and Koloko with Umar on the bench and Pella on the bench. This team is more talented.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Burries is probably, I know this sounds bad, but Burries and Ben you know.
Yeah.
Probably similar.
Jaden's a lot better than Kerr.
Koa's more talented than, but I don't know if Koa will be a better. Honestly, the more that I look at about it, it's actually a really good matchup.
When the chips are down, though, I'm still going to take Koa over Tabellis. Tabellis' problem was in his head.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, Tabellis in college averaged 20 and 10.
No, I'm not going to tell anybody the Goodman story. I've already told you. I have no interest in. I have no interest in mending fences. He's the one that needs to apologize to me, not the vice versa. Nice try.
Pella off the bench.
What's that?
Kerr. It was actually Kerr. So Kerr was the point guard, but Pella, Ben, like their go-to lineup at the end of the season was Kerr, Ben, Dalen, Zoo, and Koloko.
Yeah, but they did. Well, that wasn't really because they couldn't play Zoo at the end of the season.
Yeah,
they didn't play Zoo against TCU. They didn't play Zoo against
their other lineup was Kerr, Pella, Ben, Dalen at the 4, and Koloko.
Go with that one again. Let me hear that one.
Kerr, Pella, Ben, Dalen, Koloko.
The problem I keep coming back to, though, is Kerr. I mean, that team is awesome. That team is really – if you would put Jaden Bradley on that team, I would take him I would be totally fine with it. The problem was Kerr was just not against pressure, against dudes that were physical, that was just not going to be a good situation, you know. This kind of is what it is. All right, we got a couple more reads. What are these reads? Let's fill these reads in. What do we got? Foster Pipe. Foster playing back to pipe.
Sorry, is Tyler Warden coming on today?
No, but we're going to be getting off a little bit early. I got an appointment as well. We're going to be into you for like 27 minutes, something like that. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll be off here in a second. All right, residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. Sewer line coating, point repairs, water heaters, drain cleaning, sewer inspections, gas, water, sewer repairs, 24/7 service. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Foster Plumbing. Quality work at a fair rate. Now, again, check it out. Again, Foster Plumbing, they do very, very good work. All right, now. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now. All right, not just a football school. Cody, we need a graphic for this ASAP, my friend. We need to put this out there with a link.
This is your graphic.
Well, right. All right. Well, can you send me that graphic then?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Cody, no means no. All right. Now, not just a football school, AZ12 podcast, my friend. This is awesome. You can get in there. Everybody buy these things. Everybody buy these things. You will thank me later on at AZ12-podcast-shop.fourthwall.com. Thank me again. What do you mean? What does this mean, Mr. Tyler Warden? He says, what did I say? I don't think I said anything, did I?
You said no means no, but it's kind of his baby. So
no, it does mean no, though. I just said no means no. Okay, so now, all right, there it is. Oh, I got you. Okay, everybody then, get to Little Caesars. We got a new code coming up here as well. It's going to be very yummy in my tummy. Salivating, my friends. Code 15 off 20, 50% off any $20 or more purchase. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. Again, no, you're not. That's not true, Kobe Elfield. We went 90 minutes 3 times last week, and we're going to go 90 minutes 3 times the rest of the week too. Buzz off. You are wrong. All right, now, Sheer, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com in the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Okay, now we're going to be back tomorrow, all 90 minutes, my friends, all 90 minutes. We might even go over a little bit. We will see. Now, on that note, though, Joseph says we were promised 90 minutes and 6 shows. You're getting your 6 shows. I was also promised a lot of real times that you never give. So,
we got the new graphic. Okay. Cody, how fast would it be to put it up?
Put it in there.
As soon as you send it to me.
Boom, done, sent. Go, hurry up! I gotta go. Hurry up!
Oh, this is sexy. Holy moly, this is awesome.
Want to reply? It's awesome. We like it.
Yo, this is yeah, this is great. Yeah, that looks perfect. I like it. Oh, that's great. I like that a lot. Very, very good list. All right,
hurry
now,
up, Cody, I gotta go.
Cody, hurry up. Yeah. Hurry up, Cody. Nobody's watching.
2 seconds. I'm waiting for it to load.
All right.
Oklahoma State broken. More players entering the portal.
What happened? Who left?
One of their linebackers left because Arizona.
Right.
Doing what we do, baby.
Well, that's what we do. You know how we roll. You don't get better. You just get worse. All right. Let's see this. What is this thing? Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Bear Down Bash, baby. Music Wildcats Party, October 11th at Bear Down Field. Live pregame podcast with Michael Luke and Jason Shearer of Wildcat Authority, plus games, plus kids' activities, live music from the Walters the Dawn. Oh, plus that's going to be awesome. We are looking forward to this. We're going to talk a lot more about this as well. All right, everybody out there, we very much appreciate you all. We need real times. Real times, please. All right. Tomorrow, we'll be back with you. TTFN, ta-ta for now.